Loud music at 2 a.m., I found the perfect way to shut her up. When I was in college, I had this neighbor in the dorms named Sarah. Sarah wasn't evil or anything, just completely clueless about other people existing. Every single night, she'd blast music at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I'm not talking about quiet background music. I'm talking full volume, bass thumping, windows rattling kind of loud. The worst part, I had 8 a.m. classes every day that semester. Statistics, chemistry lab, the whole nightmare schedule. So while Sarah was having her personal dance parties, I'm laying in bed with a pillow over my head trying to get some sleep. At first, I thought maybe she didn't realize how thin these dorm walls were. Like maybe she genuinely had no idea her music was keeping half the floor awake. So one night around midnight, I knocked on her door super politely. "Hey Sarah, I've got an early class tomorrow. Could you maybe turn it down just a little?" She looked at me like I'd asked her to donate a kidney. Then she laughed and goes, "Dude, relax. It's college. Live a little." I thought that was the end of it, but 20 minutes later, the music got even louder. Like she cranked it up on purpose just to mess with me. This went on for weeks. Other people on our floor started complaining too. Mike from across the hall tried talking to her. Jessica next door left a polite note. Even our RA mentioned it during a floor meeting. Sarah's response was always the same. "Relax. It's college." The breaking point came right before my organic chemistry midterm. I'd been studying for days and really needed sleep before this massive exam that was worth like 40% of my grade. I knocked on Sarah's door at midnight, practically begging her to turn it down. "Sarah, please. I have this huge test tomorrow morning and I really need to sleep." She smirked at me, said, "Sure thing," and then walked back inside. 2 minutes later, the music got so loud I could feel the bass in my chest through the wall. I laid there staring at the ceiling, absolutely furious. This girl was sabotaging my education because she thought being considerate was uncool or whatever. That's when I remembered something important about Sarah. She was one of those people who stayed up until 4 a.m. partying, then slept until like 2 in the afternoon. She bragged about never taking morning classes because she wasn't a morning person. The girl literally said she'd rather fail than wake up before noon. So after my exam the next day, I went to Best Buy and bought the loudest Bluetooth speaker I could afford. Then I spent an hour on Spotify creating the most annoying playlist known to mankind. I'm talking Kids Bop versions of popular songs. Those super high-pitched boy band hits from like 2001, Baby Shark, the Gummy Bear song, stuff that gets stuck in your head and makes you want to scream. The next morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., right when the dorm was dead silent, I placed that speaker against our shared wall and hit play. I Want It That Way started blasting at full volume in this cheesy, auto-tuned voice that sounded like chipmunks singing. I heard Sarah's alarm clock hit the floor through the wall, then some very creative swear words that I won't repeat here. By 7 a.m., she was pounding on my door in her pajamas, hair looking like she stuck her finger in an electrical socket. "What the hell are you doing?" I gave her my biggest smile. "Oh, hey Sarah, just listening to some music. Relax, it's college." Her face went bright red, but I shut the door before she could say anything. Day 2 was NSYNC's greatest hits. Day 3 was exclusively Disney Channel original movie soundtracks. By day 4, Sarah looked like she hadn't slept in weeks. She tried everything, complained to the RA, who reminded her about all the noise complaints against her, asked other people on the floor for help, but everyone was secretly enjoying the show. On day 5, she finally cracked. She knocked on my door at like 6:15 a.m., obviously waiting for my wake-up concert. "Please," she said, looking absolutely defeated. "I'll do anything. I'll buy you coffee for a month. I'll write your English papers. Just please stop." I pretended to think about it for a minute. "Okay, but only if you promise to keep your music at a reasonable volume after 10 p.m. She agreed immediately. For the rest of the semester, I got perfect sleep every single night. Sarah never admitted I won, but the beautiful silence said everything.